everyone, welcome to my channel. There's a really good video by a YouTuber called Daym Drops, and I'm going to put a link in the description below. He actually just made a video earlier, and I'm subscribed to him. I really love that guy. He tells it how it is, especially he's a voice for smaller YouTube channels, really small YouTube channels, and if you're watching this, you're probably one of them. Mine would be included. Just small YouTubers, some people who are looking to get in, and he explains it in a very unique way. He actually reads the email that we all got, and he gives you a sense of community with all this and a voice. So you can go to that. I'll put a link in the description to Daym Drops, and he actually has a video series where he calls it the voice of the YouTuber, and you can email him, and he'll feature you on his channel if he thinks your channel is. I mean, if you're something you want to do, and he's already done it, you should go check out his channel, subscribe to him. He dives in deeper to that, but it also mimics a lot of what I'm going to say in this video. This is a video for just answering, in my opinion, I had some questions for some people who were brand new YouTubers. Literally, their New Year's resolution was to start a YouTube channel and possibly make some money off of it. And I always say that if you get into it just for making money, you're going to be very disappointed on YouTube, because they discourage that from anybody who is not one of their top divas or golden childs, as a lot of people call them on YouTube. If you're not one of those top people, it's very hard to make any sustainable amount of money where that's what you do for a living. You wake up full time and that's what you do. Now there's levels to that, obviously, but it's not guaranteed like those top people. Those people, it's guaranteed. It doesn't matter what they do, they're going to make their million views and they're going to make their money. But that's not like that for everybody else. We have to earn every penny we get. I don't do it for money. I've told people that 1,000 times over and over and over again, and I will continue to say that. I'll put a link in the description to the video. I was talking about this very subject last year, this very subject, and I'll put a link in the description to that so you can see what I was saying a year ago about this same situation, how it's not going to change. But I will say this before I start this video and everything I'm going to say in it. I will say this: make your videos and don't worry about it. If you're a brand new YouTuber, you'll get to 1,000 pretty quick if you make good content. And that's the key. You have to make good content. You have to make some different content. You have to make content people want to watch. But not only that, I always say you have to make content that stands the test of time. Content people will want to watch, that they're going to watch year after year after year, and that is timeless. And that's the type of videos I like to make on my channel. I'd like to make timeless videos. It doesn't matter if you watch that video right now or you watch it 10 years from now. That video is relevant. I don't like putting up videos that don't feel timeless, and it doesn't help people in some way, serving somebody in some way. You know, doing videos that are informative and things people can learn from, and maybe bring to light things that people haven't thought about. And showing your opinions and exploring life together. That's what my channel is about. It's not about money. The value for me is coming into the joy of making a video, knowing it's going to help somebody, or it's going to give somebody some information they didn't know before they clicked in there. You know, a lot of my views come from people, you know, search engines, how to, why this, why that, answering people's questions. That's what I like to do, and sharing experiences of not only things that I've learned, but other people's experiences, which is why I do shout outs and things like that. So I want to preface all that before we get into the video. And the big subject of the day is obviously the new YouTube monetization restrictions they're putting on people who don't have, you know, 1,000 subscribers and they don't have 40,000 minutes, whatever. Everybody got the notification. I'll just say this, and I'll put a link in the description below to the video I made last year where I basically was saying the exact same thing. I think one important thing for YouTubers, a lot of people who are just starting up videos, starting to upload them and just now starting to want to make videos that are based in maybe animals, like or they do film reviews or they do whatever. One of the things they always ask is it even worth the time to do it? And the first thing I always tell them is it is if you plan on not making any money. And the reason why is because when you're dealing with YouTube, you have to understand one important fact. And the biggest fact is, unlike when I first started back out close to almost 10 years ago, and making very, videos just here and there. I never really committed to some of these channels where people, upload every other day. One of the things you have to take into consideration is that YouTube now is big business. The moment they started charging you $10 to watch, for YouTube Red, which I like YouTube Red. I watch videos all the time, so I get value out of it. The moment they did that, though, I'm like, uh-oh. Because that's got to be funding something. And what's that funding is their big top 10 YouTubers and their top 20 YouTubers and their top 50 YouTubers who make them a ton of money. And you also have to take into consideration that in order to pay those people, they have to make money, right? And because they need to make money, of course, they're going to want as much money for themselves as they possibly can. So where do you think that's going to come from? They want more people who can make them more money rather than the people who aren't making them anything. So ultimately, them sending an email out to you, and this is just the honest truth, and I'm going to tell you why I know this to be the truth exactly in a moment. And I'm going to give you some resources. On my channel, I'm always going to link you to somebody who says the exact same thing I said, or going to give you that information. One of the reasons why this isn't news to me is because I know some of the top YouTubers. And I'm not talking about some of the ones that are like, the super high ones, if you know what we're talking about. I don't even want to say their name on my channel because I'm not trying to link. I don't want people thinking I'm trying to throw names out so I can get linked to them or something. But there's a few YouTubers, and there's one I'm a Patreon supporter of, who's a friend, and there's a couple other ones that I talk to quite frequently, and they're big YouTubers. And again, I don't want handouts. I like to earn everything I get, so I'm not going to say their name. They've actually said a couple of times, you want me to just throw you out there, and they're not into exotic animals at all. In fact, both of them are into film. Again, I'm a film student. That's, you see what's behind me. I'm a film student. One thing you have to understand is those YouTubers have been saying for years, they are in direct contact with YouTube. They talk to them on the phone. They call them. They get shirts, t-shirts from them. They get events. I don't know if people know this, but they have YouTube events where the big YouTubers come, like a red carpet, and they have like award shows and everything. I mean, it's a big deal. We don't know that down here at the bottom because they don't really want you to know that, because they don't care about you. YouTube does not care about you in that regard. And if you think that they're going to stop here, I know this for a fact, and this is the reason why I stopped making exotic animal videos and just share them on here, because at some point YouTube could at some point delete your channel with a very small window of notification, and all your videos are going to be gone. Which is why I don't delete any of my videos when I put them on YouTube. I save them all, or I share them to other sites where even if they do it, there's certain places if you share them, they can't delete your video because it's been linked and it's an agreement that other place needs your video to do their thing. One of those places is Facebook. Now I'm going to say this because this is not all finalized, but whenever somebody is phasing out of something and they've made a lot of money, sometimes other companies come up behind them and phase in and just take over what that other company was doing. So now that YouTube's kind of phasing out all their what they call bottom feeders, which is anybody who basically has less than 10,000 subscribers, and we'll get to that in a second. If you have under 10,000 subscribers, YouTube really doesn't give a crap about you. They can say that they do, but if they lost you, they could care less. And they'll admit that to you. I've talked, they will admit that to you. You can contact YouTube. It just takes them forever to get back to you, but you can talk to them on the phone. I have never bothered to do it because I don't make my videos for money. In fact, I've been paid a lot of money that I haven't even collected and don't even really care to collect. I don't make mine for money. I put the monetization down there because when you do that, they actually share your video more than if you don't. So I want my video to get out there as much as possible, for especially the ones that help people. But Facebook has been throwing around the idea of monetizing vids for especially people who have businesses or entertainment pages or anything like that with shows and podcasts. They've been talking about linking up with that, partnering just like YouTube did with those creators and paying them in the future. So a lot of people are preparing to, hey, maybe we'll go over here. There are a lot of different other places you can share your videos and get paid for it. There's a lot of other places that are starting to pop up that are going to take the place of YouTube. Meaning this, don't stop making your videos. Just make sure you hold on to them. Don't, the ones that you really like, don't get rid of them. Don't hold on to them. Now, I will say this: not all of my videos, my animal videos, have been. I saved them, but I'm not the one. I don't care about money. If they all go away, it's a shame. But technically, I could recreate every single one of them. I didn't really make anything where I feel like if I didn't recreate it now. In fact, almost all those videos I made, some of them are just completely unwatchable because of the camera quality, because it was like 7 years ago. So technically, everything that I made, I could remake those. So I mean, I can always do an update on one of my animals, or go back down to the St. Louis Arch. I have a video that has really high quality on that, high views on that. So it's not something I couldn't recreate. If you're creating stuff that you know you cannot recreate, and you might really want to save that and start sharing it to other sites and making sure that you kind of wedge yourself and put them in a position where they can't delete all your videos, which means they can't delete your channel. And it's much harder for them to delete your channel when you're kind of linked into other things. Completely, I mean. Now, they're going to try. I do believe they're going to try that. In the future, I do believe the new standard, they're not thinking of hundreds anymore. They're thinking of thousands. So if you have 9,000 subscribers, that's not really going to be good enough for them. They're going to be wanting that 10,000 mark, 20,000 subscribers, and how many views you're bringing in. I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately, but I think eventually down the road, you're looking at, if you don't have at least 10,000 subscribers, you're not going to be able to monetize your videos. Period. They're just not going to waste their time, because you're starting to get it now, where now, before, just like you had to have a good camera, good lighting, good material. Now, anybody can pick up their phone, just like I'm doing right now. This is a phone. Press the button, and you go live. You press in, you press up, hey, yeah, public, let everybody see it, and instantly you're starting to rack up views. And you can monetize it, and you make money. Instantly. And millions of people are doing that per minute around the world. That's a lot of videos. And eventually YouTube's going to be like, hey, look, we need to purge ourselves with a lot of these videos that are taking up all this space. And who do you think they're going to do that to? They're going to do that to the people that they've already put in place that aren't getting monetized. So you already have no value to them at that point. And then they're going to get rid of all the people who have... Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. Then they're going to get rid of all the people who, once you're not monetized, anybody who's under 10,000 and you're not doing anything for them, they're probably going to go ahead and delete your channel. They're going to give you a notice. They're going to, hey, look, you need to hit the right here. If you get the right here, then we won't delete your channel. Knowing damn well that if you could have gotten there, you would have done it already. So they're going to put it out of reach. You know how many people, just like right now, you know how many people right now who were looking forward to maybe making a little money, let's just say they were, or maybe they thought for a second, hey, I can create some stuff, and the incentive, a little bit of money here and there, it's a little bit demoralizing for somebody who wants, now I don't care about money at all. I make my videos to help people, to enlighten people, to inspire people, and to explore different subjects with people. That's what my channel's about. I could give a fuck less about making a single dime for me. It really never even crosses my mind. The only reason why I'm making this video is because I've had a lot of people who were really excited coming into 2018 thinking they were gonna, their New Year's resolution was literally to start a fucking YouTube channel, and they pull this shit 10 seconds after they get in. So they're discouraged, and I'm telling you, don't be. Just make your videos. Don't worry about it. I'm rebooting my channel. My channel is nowhere near where it used to be. But I don't care. I am going to get to a certain point, and I know that there are some things I'm working on behind the scenes. There are people that I'm talking to and things that they're going to. There's a reason why I'm a little bit more optimistic about it. But trust me, if they came and sent me an email tomorrow to say, hey, look, you better get 10,000 subscribers before July or your channel's getting deleted, I'm not even going to think anything of it, because I'm going to say I should have known they were going to do that. You got to face reality. You got to understand YouTube is not like Netflix. It's much more like Netflix than it is anything. And I treat YouTube like I would treat Facebook or Instagram. I get on YouTube to talk to some of my friends, and I post some stuff here and there, and I get a few people look at it, and then I move on. If I look at it anything bigger than that, I won't accomplish anything. Now, people keep saying, well, why don't you talk to your good friends who are have the have all the views and all that. The reason why is because if I did that, then I didn't accomplish anything. All I did was accomplish kissing somebody's ass and then having them basically put a lot of pressure on me, because once they refer you, you still have to live up to all the people who are coming over to your channel. That doesn't mean they're going to subscribe to you just because they mention your fucking name. You still got to have good content. You still got to have something that makes somebody want to subscribe to you. And if you don't have that, or they can find it somewhere else that's a lot better than you, they're not going to subscribe. They might acknowledge you by watching the video and giving you a like, but they're not going to subscribe to you. They're never going to watch one of your videos again. I make every single one of my videos as if it's the first time anybody has ever seen my video, and I don't care. No offense to people who watch my videos, but I don't make them just for those people. You have to make them for people who, you never know when it's going to be the first time somebody looks at your video. And that's why every video I make, I want to make it the highest quality possible. And I want to make sure I'm saying something that's making sure that that person's not wasting their time. That doesn't translate into views. That doesn't translate into likes or anything, for whatever reason. But I do know this: every video I make, it's going to help somebody. Even if it's one person, that's the whole point of my video. And I don't need YouTube to do that. I can make this video on Facebook, tag it up, and let it rip. I can put this same type of message on Instagram. There's a whole bunch of other places I could put this stuff at. This video, I mean, there are just so many places you can put videos up like this, and that's pretty much where I'm heading. As far as YouTube goes for me, I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to expect anything from it. It's something that you have to figure out for yourself if it's something you want to do that's worthwhile, because eventually you got to understand that this, I mean, they have TV shows on YouTube now. YouTube TV is coming up. YouTube is not YouTube anymore. It's their tube. And quite frankly, we're all getting tubed. Okay? Right up the butt. I mean, and it's not funny, but at the same time, you have to laugh about this. You have to smile about it, because you are not in control of anything. Don't get depressed. Don't get down. Smile. Create something. Continue to create and share it. There are so many places to share this shit. You don't have to just be sitting here crying over YouTube, because they're not crying over you, and they don't want to help you. And like I said, even if you went and paid the money out for somebody to help you, it still ain't going to work. Just create good shit. Create good content. Be yourself. Be genuine. And above all, be safe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.